Hey guys, welcome to my live cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make the easiest apricot crumble pie. So this is the recipe of my grandma, and she always uses some seasonal produce when she has, and she always loves to use some apricots and cherries. So you can combine different fruits and berries. And I have some fresh apricots and also have some peaches, but I think they both deserve to have different desserts. So I'll be showing you just how to use the apricots, but you can also use some peaches if you have. Okay, so now I just thinly slicing my apricots, and then I'm going to add some brown sugar and cornstarch to the mixture, because I'm not going to pre-cook my apricots. I'm going to bake them in the oven, so they will be more like jelly marmalade texture inside. So that's why you need to chop them thinly, and after add some cornstarch. If you don't add cornstarch to your pie, it will become very liquidy and will just destroy the whole texture. So that's why I'm using this method. And I also like to use this method for strawberries and cherries. Okay, so I have approximately 1 pound, which is 450 grams of fresh apricots. Hi everyone, welcome to my live cooking. I decided to divide two recipes and to make one sweet and one savory, just not to confuse everyone who is joining why I'm making one sweet and one savory. So this live stream is just for the sweet tooth lovers. Okay. That's sad. So basically you need to buy some jellies probably to make something. Okay, so for my apricots, I'm using around, they are not very sweet, but they are really good. That's why I don't like to use white sugar with my fruit. I prefer to use brown sugar. I feel like white sugar is very sweet, you know. You can also use maple syrup or honey, but still you need to add some cornstarch. As you can see, the apricot starts reducing the liquid, and I need to compile it so it should stick inside of my pie. Okay, I'm probably adding 1.5 teaspoons. How about farmers markets? Do they sell the same thing like in the shops, like in the supermarkets, or it's better? Hi guys, don't forget to like my video, please. Your likes really help to spread the cooking to more people. For you it's really easy, and for us creators it's really important. Okay, so my apricots are done. Okay, so this recipe my grandma gave me when I was like maybe 6 or 7, and I still remember from that time. So in order to make a simple pie, you don't need a lot of ingredients. So basically I'm using 4 pounds of butter, which is like 100 gram. Okay, and then I'm using some flour, 1 egg, a little bit of brown sugar, or you can use white sugar, and vanilla sugar, just because I like the flavor. But if you don't like the flavor of vanilla sugar, you can use cinnamon or just skip it. Okay, you probably need a half of teaspoon. Okay, I'm using soft butter. It's very hot here, that's why I just left it for 15 minutes and it's done. Okay, I'm adding flour. I'm using regular flour. I forgot to mention I also need some lemon juice or apple cider vinegar, something to add to my dough. Okay. How about Costco? I know that people love Costco very much. They always go because the Costco has the best prices and lots of produce. I think, of course, the amount of food that is just like enormous. But maybe if you have like a huge family, it's worth it. Okay, I forgot to buy. Originally, I need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. That's from my grandma's recipe, but I don't have it today. I have only orange juice, and I don't want to miss that. So I'm adding 1 teaspoon of white wine vinegar. This is my substitution. Okay. So it looks like that, see? And I'm going to show how we need to press that because it's very specific. Now I'm adding brown sugar. I don't need a lot. I'm just adding around 2 tablespoons, just to have the flavor, but not a lot. Okay, and I'm going to add 1 egg. So if you need like a bigger amount of that, you can just double it. So 4 pounds of butter, and then 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and probably 1.5 cups of flour. I have this similar recipe on my website, so if you go there and check it out, it's strawberry pie. You can find it there. Okay. Okay. It looks really nice, and the texture is like paste. That's why it's slightly different from other recipes. It's not overcomplicated with different and a lot of ingredients. You know, you need like 10 of that just to make it. So that's why I really enjoy that. This is really beloved recipe of my family. Poisoned yours. Yeah, I know. I read about that. It's kind of sad, you know. But maybe, you know, that's why a lot of people just try to grow the gardens and have some, I don't know, maybe not vegetables, but at least some herbs and fruits. I think it's easier if you live in countryside, not like in a huge city. You can do that. Okay, look at that. So it's done, and it looks like paste. It's very soft. That's what I need. Okay, so here I have a very small phone. I have like a bigger one, just like that. This will be appropriate for 8 to 10 people, and this will be appropriate for 4 to 6. I'm using this one. I don't have any gas today. That's why I'm using a smaller one. That's really sad. Maybe you need to move to Europe. We still have farmers markets, and lots of things you can buy during summer on the road. Maybe I need to do like a short to show you some seasonal produce. The most thing that I like is, of course, tomatoes and melons. They are so good. And this, I forgot to mention that this stuff doesn't need to be refrigerated or really cold. You can just use it like that, and just form your pie, and it's really going to be very good and crumbly because of the butter and white wine vinegar that I added. On the website, I also have a little bit of water, but if you add a little bit of water, you need to put the dough into the fridge for at least 15-20 minutes. Okay. I'm trying to make all my edges equally so they look nice when they are baked. I have lots of fruit, so it will be really juicy. What you can do, you can bake it and then put it in the fridge for 6 hours, and then just serve it with ice cream or Greek yogurt, whatever you have. Okay. Please, guys, don't forget to like this live stream if you're enjoying to watch it. Your likes really help a lot. You can also become a member of my channel and support my passion project. I'm sharing free recipes, so this will be really nice of you if you could support this kind of thing. Okay. So look at that. It looks really nice. I hope my camera shows this to you. And then what I like to do, I like just to cut it like that. And on another recipe, I usually like to roll it and then just to cut some stars or hearts, any shapes of cookies on top. It looks fine too. I forgot to ask you, in which state do you live? I actually read a lot of stories and have some friends who always telling these things. You know, like if you want something good, you really go to the restaurants where they serve delicious dishes from very good ingredients. I think here is a little different, and we have lots of fresh produce from farmers, and that's nice. For example, now we have lots of produce from fresh orchards, cherry orchards, and it's nice because we can get some really good cherries. But the season is really short, like 1.5 months, and that's it. And you are done. You don't have any cherries anymore, only imported. Okay, that's done. I'm going to bake it for 40 to 50 minutes on let me think, on 375 to 350 Fahrenheit, which will be 170 to 185 degrees Celsius, and then it will be done. Okay, from the last stream that I just shooted like maybe 20 minutes ago, I have my eggplant beef lasagna with cottage cheese, so it's ready. It smells so good, so I'm going to enjoy it. I'm happy that I showed you, and wish you a wonderful day or evening. See you soon. Bye.